Alrighty, we spent the night at the Valletio Vince's campground, public corrals. Wasn't bad. Nothing fancy, just a flat tent spot in a campground. There was some folks in an RV, they're still over there, that came in at about 9-10 o'clock that ran their generator for a while. But aside from that, pretty good place to sleep. Now we've got about 33 miles to go today, so we can stay on track. It's like 127 miles from Pytown to Doc Campbell's, so we've got to do just a hair over 30 miles. I think if I do like a 33 mile day over the next 2 to 3 days, we'll be good to go. It looks like decent day today. We're gonna get back on trail, but once we get into the Gila wilderness, it's gonna be road walking for another 10 miles basically, and then we'll get on to trail coming into the Gila. Okay guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'll bring you on when there's more daylight. There's a herd right down there. Let's see if I can't get them on camera. We are at the Aragon well, which is a very reliable source of water here. So let's filter some water. It's not bad, it's pretty clear. Kind of hard to see with the reflection here, but it's got some debris in there and some stuff swimming around, but it's not bad. Let's get a little bit of it. Oh, that was a good little break. Spent probably close to 20-30 minutes there at the Aragon water tank. I've got 3 liters of water on me right now because it'll be 17 miles to the next closest decent water source. And that'll be basically it for the day. We might have 3 to 4 miles after we get water again, because that'll put us right around 27-28 miles for the day, which would be good. Set us up nicely for our first day into the Gila wilderness, and then we'll actually get around the Gila Canyon rim area sometime tomorrow, probably early morning. I don't think we'll get on the Gila River alternate today, but we will be staged very closely for it. And then the following day, so the day after tomorrow, is when we get into Doc Campbell's to resupply. Back on the roads for right now. This is an alternate that ended up taking to get over to the water source. It's pretty good. This is a great road, and up here in probably about a mile, if I had to guess, we'll hang a left back onto the CDT and then cruise on that for about 20 more miles today. All right, y'all, hump it off. Ooh, man, more rain. So surprising. Check this out. See it a little easier there. Yeah, it's coming down really well. Man, more mud, baby. Let's go. Woo, buddy, it is nasty out here. I just stopped underneath these ponderosa pines and made a mountain house meal just to get something warm in me, but it is really nasty out right now. It's probably about 50 degrees, raining pretty hard. It's starting to come down good underneath the pines, which means it's raining even harder out there. I've got all my rain gear on, and yeah, this is not what I expected in New Mexico, especially, you know, halfway to the southern part of the state. I thought it was gonna be a lot drier, but I am grateful in a way because it's restocking and refilling all the water sources right now, and I know the area certainly needs it, so I am grateful for the rain. That does not make it easier to walk through when it's a little bit chillier, but it is something that I do have in mind. And I believe I've got another like 15 or 16 miles left for the day. So yeah, gonna be walking in the dark again. Hopefully this rain lets up. It looks pretty persistent right now. I guess we'll see. All right, talk to you later. There's sunlight out there. Let's see if we can get it over here. That's beautiful. Just filtered some water out of these puddles here. It's sitting kind of in the bank of a stream bed here. A little bit of a drainage, with the largest puddle being right there. The water wasn't too bad. And last water source for the day. We do have 5 miles left before we are done. And a 1,700 foot climb. It was a lot of climbing today, a lot more than what I expected in southern New Mexico, but it is what it is. This is the Gila Wilderness. We are officially in it now, and we'll kind of work our way until we hit near the alternates that's going to take us down into the canyon and ultimately to Doc Campbell's for the resupply. Just wanted to show you some tannins in there. It's not bad. It filtered clear enough out of that stream, but it'll be good enough to get us up this hill. All right, I'm going to strap that monster onto my back and then climb up this mountain. All right, y'all. Time for the closeout. So started this morning down at that campsite and went smoothly enough for the first 9-10 miles as we wrapped up the Pie Town alternate route to get back to the CDT. It was quite muddy walking through there, and my shoes weighed about a pound each, cutting through as the mud kind of adhered to the bottom of the shoe and just would not fall off. But eventually got to a point where it did fall off. Dealt with rain the entire day, which was surprising. Apparently up in the San Juan mountain range right now in Colorado, it's getting record rainfall. So very thankful that we were able to get through there in time. And just really hoping that all the folks and hikers we know that are back there are staying safe and making wise decisions and low routing when they need to. And yeah, just best of luck through anybody that's still in Colorado right now, or even northern New Mexico from what I understand. Apparently Chama's getting quite a bit as well. Overall, not a bad day. Definitely got a little bit more challenging towards the end with the 1,700 foot climb. And the trail through here was really difficult to follow because there was a wildfire a couple years ago, and the trail just vanished in parts, or it had a lot of deadfall in others, so it was a little tricky getting into camp. We did end up finding a nice flat spot up here on the ridge that's protected from the wind, so an absolute win of a campsite. Tomorrow will be a 5 a.m. wake up, going to do about 34 miles on the Gila alternate. We'll drop onto it's called the Pink Line, which is the Gila alternate, for about 26 miles. And then once we get to a lake, I'm blanking on the name of the lake right now, we're going to break left and go onto the high route and stay up around the Gila rim along the canyon instead of dropping down into the river with the canyon. I suspect with all the rainfall we've had recently that river is rocking pretty good right now, and I also am not looking to wade through a river for 10-15 miles. So we are going to take the high routes through there. We will have to drop down into the canyon to the river at the very end of the day tomorrow. It's just part of where the route crosses through, and that'll be our final water source. So we'll drop down, get the water, and then climb back out the other side within about a half mile, and then set up camp back up on the upper rim of the Gila. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. I will check in with you tomorrow.